first I would like to introduce, he's been crashed down on Battlestar Galactica, he's also been seen on Dexter, Smallville, he's in the Star Wars Force Unleashed video games. He currently plays Aiden on Being Human. Please welcome Sam Whitworth.
Hello.
He has extensive screen credits, including Not Another Teen Movie, Superman Returns, Dylan Dog, Dead of Night, and Fanboys. Please welcome Sam Huntington, also known as Josh the Werewolf. She's been on TV shows such as 15 Love and The Assistants. She now plays a ghost named Sally. Please welcome Megan Rath.
Don't. And a hug.
Hi.
How are y'all doing?
Terrible.
Really
I'm not doing good. I just need to talk to someone. Sam and I are having a really hard time right now. We're going. Great, like, you know, because everyone, you say that a lot, you know, or you get in a conference call, or you talk with a group of people, how's everyone doing? And everyone's like, yeah, great.
Yeah,
and one guy's like,
talk to you.
I'm not doing this, okay.
He doesn't really want to talk.
A one-on-one moment with like 150 of you.
I feel far from you guys.
You should stay there.
Yeah, stay. No.
Okay.
Have you gotten to get out and see the con at all?
Wow, unfortunately, no, not really. We've just been doing the signings and talking to fans and stuff, and that's the one drawback, because I love this stuff. I wanted to see what was here.
I wanted to get some fairy wings so badly.
Anyone know where Megan can get?
I try to get something at every con I go to. I try to get something. The last one I went to, I got elf ears. The one before, I was wearing the steampunk goggles. And this time I wanted fairy wings, but we didn't get a chance to go out.
Complete the trifecta.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would love that.
I got pixie dusted.
Yeah. Sam and I got nailed by Carrie Fisher yesterday.
Yeah, basically. I see, you know, this lady going after Sam Huntington and throwing stuff and throwing all this glitter on his face. And then she's beckoning me over, and everyone's pulling me over. I'm like, no, not Carrie Fisher. I'm like, oh.
He would have never let anyone sprinkle him before, but for Carrie Fisher.
She coated you in it, like a mother coats a child in sunscreen. Like literally, like it was unbelievable, and he still got it all over him.
He still has it on him.
All over him. Yeah. This was yesterday morning. Yeah. Anyway.
How are you guys? Good.
Not so good.
I'm not doing so good. Stand up and take a bow, sir.
Yeah, take a bow.
There you go. Yes.
Well done, sir.
Well done.
One of the big themes, I think, of the first season was this idea of confronting your creator. You have Aiden confronting Bishop, who turned into a vampire. You have Josh confronting Ray, who turned into a werewolf. And you have Sally confronting Danny, who murdered her and made her into a ghost. How conscious of that do you think that was on the writers, making that a theme for every character?
Pretty conscious.
I think it was really important to them, because that's the basic step that I think we all needed to take in order to move forward with the series and our characters. So I think that's a really good point, Mike.
Yeah. Actually, never even thought about it.
Yeah, don't get a big head about it.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. No, yeah, you. Oh, well, okay. Well, I was just gonna say, the story for each of our characters is about confronting our demons, and I think, like what you were saying, it's the first step in that process. So I think for all of us, it was really pivotal to really sort of get slapped in the face of what we really are.
And what's interesting is this season, you get to face some of those same issues, but from a completely different perspective. And I can't say what I mean by that because it's serious spoiler material. But you get to see some of the same elements, and in some cases, some of the same characters, but there's twist. A twist.
Little flip.
What'd she say?
I know the show has great writers, but how much input do you get, actually? Because you're the ones who are inhabiting these characters week after week. How much are you putting into it?
Well, we don't get, given the scripts until like a week before we shoot them. So at that point, it's basically like a race to figure out what you need to talk to the writers about in order to make it make sense in your head, or alter things in the most minuscule ways as to not disrupt their process. And so that's the unfortunate truth. That being said, in that little race, we do as much damage to the show as humanly possible. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, the good news is that most of our suggestions are taken to heart and incorporated into the script pretty quickly, which leads me to believe that writing scripts is really easy.
Yeah. Dude named Nick Karatopoulos comes down your chimney. He calls himself Saint Nick. He's in the Misa low rent mob guy. Comes in your house. By the way, kids, that's the deal with Saint.
Sorry.
That's the deal.
He is real, and he's a mob. He's a low rent mob boss.
It's real.
There's a good news, and he dresses flamboyantly. But doesn't he?
Red
cherry nose. Okay, total non sequitur. You ready for this?
This whole conversation hasn't been a non sequitur. We haven't been on a non sequitur for the last 5 minutes.
So me and a buddy of mine named Nick Wexler, who is on the new show Revenge for ABC, and he was also on Roswell, if you guys ever watched that show. And so Nick and I were it was like around Christmas time, and we're just singing, Frosty the Snowman has a very happy soul. And we just changed one word. With a corncob pipe and a human nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Just let it go. Just go past it. You're just like... Human nose? What was his nose made out of?
It's like just flesh.
You just see a snowman, but there's like blood stains and kids are like throwing snowballs. With a corncob pipe and a human nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Okay, so that's a big deal. This, it's interesting, like, because around episode 6 and 7, they let us do whatever we wanted. So the feel with the 3 was easier. And I gotta say, my favorite scenes of this year are the ones where we're all together. Certainly, I think the funniest scenes.
It's because when you live with people and people are your best friends, you develop inside jokes, and I feel like our characters have that, even if it's not written in the script. We sort of have our jokes that we do, and that end up just playing out because we like each other.
We spend so much time with each other, and so you develop kind of a shorthand and funny little jokes, and there, some of those are in there.
That's the one I was talking about.
Some of our, we throw in a lot of our own private jokes into the episodes as much as we can. That happens. But then also, the writers are starting to throw in some of our private jokes. Like, I don't know how they know these things.
I know.
Like, we feel like they watched from.
Well, we are. They watch the dailies. They see everything.
Well, there's like, for example, there's this piece of furniture in our apartment that's been there the whole time, and it's bizarre. It's this weird dog-cat statue with a hockey mask. They put the hockey mask slapped on it. So this weird dog-cat statue.
Entirely white.
Someone slaps a hockey mask on it.
It's next to the fireplace.
So we call it Dog, the Catman Dude.
We talked about this at our last panel, actually.
Sorry, if this is redundant in front of you.
Yeah.
And so interestingly enough, that becomes part of the story.
Yeah, he's mentioned.
He shows up in an episode.
How many of you were here on show of hands? Yeah. Oh, a lot of you guys. Thanks for coming back.
Hi, guys.
Thank you. You French you right now. Really charming.
But using like mid-90s, like. By the way, all of you who raised your hands, who actually just won a French from.
Those Doesn't matter if you're a dude.
I was about to say, sorry. He's gonna do it, whether you like it or not.
Don't have a choice in the matter.
He really likes French kissing.
Take your Frenching like a man. Oh, hey guys, one time the mystique goes away, and then we're just joking around.
Did you just say that you have mystique? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let that one slip by. You literally just said.
No.
The mystique.
It's like you let the guy ad-lib once and his ego's never the same.
I've been working on mystique for like 10 years. 10 years. Every look at this.
Oh.
See that? Look at that.
It's a mystery.
Looking at you.
You're a mystery to me.
Sir, you know who you are.
Just one guy.
You know what I'm thinking.
Well, no, here's the deal. He thinks he knows what you're thinking.
Just wait till
but
he finds out.
But the mystique is so thick.
Yeah.
We need to be around.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we're
Break
around,
down
the mystique wears off.
Wears off. Because I have to take my mystique and pass it around.
Cloak it.
Cloak it. I become just a tenth more mysterious when you're around. Because some of that...
I actually become Mystique from
Exactly.
X-Men.
Those things are really fun for us because me and Sam, we'll be in a public place and people will be walking by and there's a third person in our conversation that we can't look at. But you always play like, no guys, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. And we're like, we don't really know how to respond. And people are walking by and it creates like an inherent comedy in those scenes.
Yeah.
We just choose not to look at her. Yeah. Just don't look at Megan. As long as you don't look at her, people will just think you're crazy and talking to yourself. I also get you back pretty good by just yelling in your ear and spitting at you.
He is all up in my grill all the time. Just like yelling in my ear, like from this distance, spitting in my mouth, breathing in my eyeballs, poking me in the eye with the middle finger, which is arguably the strongest.
So much more offensive. It's arguably the strongest finger. And also, it's just mean.
It's gross. Farting out. He just farted on my arm outside.
Yeah. Why don't you fart on someone who can fart back?
Yeah, exactly.
Leave her alone, man.
Megan, that's actually, what's the best part of that statement? Megan can't fart.
Nope. She tries.
So there's plenty of you can.
Yep.
So maybe we'll see. Play your cards right, you might get farted on by someone. You go home, tell your friends, I'll tell you what, the con was okay. Moment of the con, Sam Huntington farting on me.
Well, Sam would French me.
That's actually kind of like, I feel like an appropriate...
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. Yeah.
Audience question.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
He's not sorry.
My question is for both Sams. You guys are nude a lot on the show. How do you handle that image being all over the internet?
It's more when you're on, no, for real though, how would you feel about it? I mean, it's kind of a liberating thing to be naked in front of a bunch of people, which we both have been at this point, and I can't confirm or deny if Megan gets to be this year.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's actually a lot more. I think there's a lot more nudity this year.
Dude, there is.
Yeah, there's a lot of nakedness. You kind of just have to kind of shut yourself off, and
No, you're prettier. No, you have more muscles. Give me a break.
Dude, just fart on her. I'm stepping out.
biggest fart.
Take her.
You're gonna not know what happened to
arm and fart on her arm.
You're gonna wake up tomorrow.
You betrayed me. You betrayed me in front of all
Miss your
your
flight. You're gonna miss your flight tonight?
They're not gonna let you on if you stink up the aircraft.
Everybody was thinking it.
You'll just be sitting there and all of a sudden.
It's really tough.
Basically, there's a variation in the folklore with all the vampire shows, all the movies. You guys are doing the ghost thing, hadn't really seen that before, but what do you think separates being human from everything out there as far as keeping an audience entertained to watch it?
I actually have something to say.
He's just delaying so he can think of an answer. That's his version of hitting the buzzer first. I got sucked.
I want to read a transcript of that answer. Of this answer. So when we all kind of signed on for this, you know, you look at the character, and for me, I'm not trying to play a werewolf. You know, I'm trying to play a guy who has an affliction. And I think that's kind of in its simplest form. That's the end. That's kind of what we try and do. It's like play these people who are afflicted with addiction or struggling with, you know, feeling invisible or rage or insecurity or anything. And then beyond that, they are, like Sam was saying earlier, like he's playing like, you know, this addict, but then you look at the vampire side of it. And Sally's playing a girl who's you know been in a broken relationship, and she's also a ghost. And so that's the kind of that relatability, I think, is what makes the show sing and makes the show separate from some show like True Blood, who I heard someone say the other day. They were at the True Blood panel, and it's interesting, you know, one of the answers that all the wolves gave was, we studied wolves, we studied werewolves, we looked at the animal side of this, and then approached it like that, because it consumes every part of you. And that's wildly different.
Yeah, we do the opposite.
Yeah,
we actually say to people when we have actors on the show, because, you know, basically, you know, it's like Leonard Nimoy was like Mr. Spock, and he had to explain to the new actors, like, okay, here's what a Vulcan is, right? That's like what we do when someone comes on the show and they do something, or, you know, a guy comes in and does a vampire thing. I'm like, no, he's just a guy. He's just a guy. Like, don't do something that doesn't make sense to a person. And imagine he's just a guy that has fangs sometimes. I mean, like, you know, it's...
And that's not to take away from True Blood, by the way, which is a fucking awesome show. And really, I mean, seriously, and I think that what they do is amazing. It's just very different.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
No, but that's basically it. Yeah, it's where you really want to ground it. I mean, you know, Bishop's vampire family was a low-rent mob family. That's what it was. You know, it wasn't some weird thing. Coven. Something. Coven.
It's actually, season 2 is just going to be the movie The Covenant.
That was actually shot in Montreal.
Was it?
Where we
Who cares,
shoot
Megan?
the-
Well, it's because we shoot there,
Megan,
so.
Who cares, Megan? Who cares?
Leave her alone, man.
For salad's fine.
Salad's fine. It's usually I'm the one that's picking on Megan, and then somehow we've switched recently, where I'm now just defending her all the time.
I like it, it's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of have a two-part question. First, both Sams, who would win in a fight between you two?
Oh, definitely Sam. There's absolutely no, look at him.
Sam wins.
Yeah.
The answer is Sam.
That's what happened. That's the best answer you could have given.
Yeah. Well, I think that they established also that you know, they never say this explicitly, but Josh is an uncommon werewolf. There's something different about this.
I think
Wait,
he's
you mean on
asking
the
about
show or just between the two of us?
Oh, you want us to fight? No. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Is he hurt? Is he sleeping? Is he drunk?
He's okay, I was getting ready to pull some Captain Kirk out.
No, I wasn't going to have no part of that. Anyway, that's
Sorry.
Next question?
Hi, I want to know from Megan, are you absolutely sick to death of that costume?
Yes. Yes. Well, yes. At least it's comfortable. But yes. But I'm gonna say that there might be a little something this season. But for the most part, that's my outfit.
Does it not look like we're having fun?
We're having a great time. I don't know about you guys, you know, after the...
Oh my God!
We're the rock band that cleans up after themselves.
Bring in
Being human cast trashes stage, cleans up sheepishly.
By the way, that all started with me knocking the foam off my microphone.
What was the question?
I actually don't think she's asked it yet.
She said, thanks for coming. And that's what we did. We had a meltdown. I think it's safe to say that Sam Witwer's mystique is gone.
What I think was so great about the first season was it really was about your three characters. There wasn't any one character who dominated any one episode. It was a great balance. Is that going to continue in the second season?
No, I'm the lead this season.
I get fired.
Everyone's clear on that.
Actually, well, the posters are just featuring you.
I think there's way more of a balance this year. I think, you know, like you know, if there was a balance last year, it's even better this year. You know, I'm really interested in I don't just read my lines anymore. I actually am like, oh, what's going on with them? Okay, back to my lines. You know,
Yeah. Well, also, we all have.
by the way, really quick, I want to make sure, because we've wasted a lot of your time, can we get these questions before we go out, even if we go real fast?
Yeah, let's run through them real quickly.
The ending of each episode is quite. The ending of each episode is quite melancholy. You know, it's a great episode, and then once you get to the end of the episode, it's like, oh, I'm staring off depressively. And it kind of came to a head at the season finale, especially when they played that song "So Sally Can Wait." It got me, like at the end of the Jurassic Park. You didn't see it coming up, like.
Me too.
Yeah, right. So I was just wondering, did that affect you guys the same way, and did it really just, you know, how you guys feel about the ending of each episode?
Oh my God, it's
Absolutely.
devastating.
Yeah.
We all watch the show together every week and are affected by it. That's part of the reason I feel so blessed to be on it is because I like it. You know, I like it so much.
Yes.
And I'm able to enjoy it. So.
Having said that, we do have an episode that ends, you know, you're like, well, a wolf in the hand is worth two in the bush.
And it looks weird because I'm trying to high five him while he's got his hand on my shoulder.
It's just missed, but then they freeze frame on that. And it's like, that's awkward, guys. You got it before.
Let's go.
Yeah, the credits roll.
Real fast.
We can get in a couple more really quick questions.
Let's get, these people have been waiting. Like, we'll be fast. We'll be quick. We'll be good.
Oh, I can be so fast when I want to be.
That's the end of the episode.
Okay, we promise we'll be back.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna say, season 2, we really get into exploring the afterlife and what's beyond the physical world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do one deep throat for us? Yeah, turn to the side. There you go.
All right, we've got time for one last question.
Yeah, put it on the back side.
Just had a quick question.
That just happened.
Do we have another question?
Yes, real quick. When you guys watch the show, is it weird or do you actually get sucked in like the audience does?
I get sucked in.
Yeah. Only when I'm watching my stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's easy to forget that you're in the show because I get consumed by it and I love it. And I'm a fan of it, of what you guys are doing.
And
In many ways, it's more fun to watch them than it is to, I
Well,
watch myself and I hate that guy.
Yeah, we feel the same way.
There's a lot that we. Yeah, that's pretty fair.
No French for you, baby.
Good assessment of your performance.
Especially this season, actually. So I'm curious to see how the viewing experience is for us this year, because there's so much that we're doing independently of each other. Our own storylines really take off independently of each other. And the first season, I really enjoyed watching their stuff and seeing how that developed, because I'm not there on the day that they're shooting it. So it's interesting to see how it comes out. And this year, it's going to be that times, like 30. So it should be interesting.
We are done. We are over on time, so.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Mark Pellegrino wants me to say... Okay, he wants me to say, fucking A, you guys rock, and you have fantastic taste.